All right, so let's take a look at a couple more coins while we got a chance to. Let's take a look at BAX real quick. I like BAX. I like the way the BAX be moving. So currently we're looking at a monthly chart. Each candle represents a month worth of data. Currently 8 days in the month of August, which shows a green bullish candle. So far for the month of August, we are looking pretty bullish compared to last month's bearish candle and the month previous to that. Now, notice that previous month's candle, which was the month of July, looks like a doji or spinning top, which means those dojis are usually indicate some sort of reversal in the market. So that could mean a bottom on BAX. However, mind you, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence and do your own research. We can still reach lower prices. Just because it seems like it doesn't mean that it definitely will be. All right, so our current month's candle, which is for the month of August, is green, which is indicating a bullish movement thus far compared to where price ended at last month. And now when we break it down to the weekly, each candle represents a week's worth of trading data. Our previous 2 weeks to this current week was actually bullish as well. Now look at those candles are very small, which means price didn't do that much to have a very large trading range. It had a very small trading range. And if you look at those candle types, which are dojis and spinning tops, again, there seems to be a lot of indecision as to whether traders wanted to push price up or down. So they were in very small ranges. Now those small ranges tend to end bullishly, but look at the range compared to those previous weeks as well. So this week seems to be ending very strong. It has broken the high of the previous week. It is shooting up. The lowest point that we had hit was around 0.000273 and currently trading at 0.0047. So price did make a nice movement to the upside since the low that it experienced around that 19th of July. And it seems to be pushing up. Now, our area of supply. And whenever I say area of supply, that means it's going to be an area where sellers are expected to step in and start pushing price back down if they're interested in doing so, or if they're not overwhelmed by the buyers coming into the market or currently in the market. So our area of supply is going to be right up here. Okay, notice the amount of trading that took place in these candles here. Then there was a big move going down. So start looking out for those sellers to step in around the 0.007 area. And when we know that the buyers have definitely were stronger is when you start seeing it exceed that 0.0085 and higher and price begins to hold, then we're definitely looking at more bullish confirmation at that point. Okay, let's take a look at the daily. If we're looking up, we have that 72-day moving average above it, but I'm not really concerned about that. Like we said, the sellers can now go ahead and push the market back down at that point in time, or it can continue to push higher, and those of us already holding the bag will start seeing some profits. And those, if you're looking for some lower price entries, then if the sellers push it down, you can possibly get in, but you already know it's not guaranteed to experience lower price entries anymore. At this point in time, looks like the market wants to push up, and we're also start looking at Bitcoin. Let's definitely start looking at Bitcoin. You know, the direction that Bitcoin moves in is the direction that most of the market looks to follow. Okay, now let's take a look at another coin. Let's look at Vtho real quick. I like Vtho. Okay, now we're currently looking at the monthly. Everything's somewhere around that 200-day moving average. Look at that. Look how the 200-day moving average has been holding on Vtho. Okay, now let's get that 200-day moving average out of the way real quick. Put that out. Current month's candle is actually very bullish at this point in time. It's broken the high of the previous month's candle, which was a very bearish candle, and which was a reversal candle, usually normally indicating reversal patterns. Okay, so far that reversal seems to be holding because the current month, which is the month of August, we're only 8 days in, but it's bullish and it's already broken the high of the previous month. Okay, so on the monthly aspect, we should be seeing if any sellers are going to step in and challenge the market. They're usually going to step in right in this area around here. So we're looking at about 0.016 for the sellers to step in. Anywhere above that, right around this area, which that's of course where we're seeing the previous highs. Okay, now are there any other areas where sellers can step in? Yes, there are. But that's where we're looking for the challenge on the monthly time frame, which are the longer term holders. As far as the weekly, it is approaching that area where the sellers may be stepping in any time now. Okay, look for the sellers to step in somewhere around this area here where you saw a lot of trading activity. Right in this area here, a lot of buying and selling took place. So you did have some traders who didn't have their orders filled, and some that are just waiting for a second entry back into the market just to push it back down. Okay, so that's going to be around the 0.008, 0.0086, 0087, around that area right there. Now, if those sellers can't hold it and push the market back down, then real bullish confirmation is going to come in on the weekly side at once price breaks 0.011 and holds above it. So we're going to look for the breakage around there. Looking on the daily, let's see how much we can get in here. Daily is actually already showing bullish confirmation. It has broken the previous highs. When we look at these swings, this was a swing here. Price went down, price came back up, it tested a little bit, bounced around. Now it has broken through those previous highs. Okay, so we have the bullish confirmation we're looking at for the daily levels. That's the first indicator. The weekly levels will be the second indicator. The monthly levels will be the third indicator. And after that, it's off to the races. Lord knows where the market will bring those prices. Okay, that is Vtho. I think we've looked at everything else on this chart. Let me just glance at XRP real quick. XRP has been reaping havoc. I love the double bottom that we had here on XRP. You know, often referred to as that W pattern. Boom, hit that low, came back up, tested that same area again. Okay, this was definitely an area of demand if you have been watching those previous price patterns in the market. And then whoop, it broke this previous high. You see that high, that swing high right there? Look, price broke it and it's pushing up higher. So that's XRP is definitely looking bullish right now. Let's see what that leads to. Okay, that's on the daily. On the weekly, it's going to come into an area of supply right here. Notice where all that trading took place at previously. We on the weekly level. Okay, so you should be starting to see some sellers step into the market possibly around about 90 cents, a little bit over 90 cents, between 90 cents and about $1.10. That's where just the sellers would probably be stepping in at to bring the market back down if they have any intentions to. If not, if price actually breaks through that area, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, kings and queens, price should be striving higher. No, not guaranteed, but based on the history of the market and how the market tends to react to these price patterns, you could be looking at some higher prices on XRP if it breaks over that 110 area. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Peace out.